slow, and then second, third gear into a completely dominant third game.
Yeah, I mean, first game, Yehu was too excited to play the match today, right? So he used his flash for nothing, and then dive top, which is it was a disaster. But still, bright side is we still control the game, and we still know what to do in the game, right? We are not losing the game flow. We are just keep going, and then game was looked more cleaner after the game 2 and 3. So yeah, so far, feel like we work hard to improving our early games and visions and lots of areas in the game because of we lost against G2 multiple times right now. So we want to match them with the perfect conditions, right? But yeah, it does feel like my players are improving fast. So yeah, I'm happy with it.
How do you reflect on the improvements that you guys had between the series they played against G2 into this week? Even if it's not the same opponents, right? But it's hard to make adjustments when you only have 1 week to make them, I feel. Zeph?
I mean, from watching games, you can see the improvement, even just from the Navi games. Like today, we had an invade on the blue buff where people contest, and we took the flash, and we were happy. So you can see that step by steps, we do improvement in the early game. The way I see it is that everyone is just a step in our way towards G2, you know?
Mm-hmm. You were talking about Yehu being a bit too over-eagered. I want you guys to tell me, what do you tell your players between games for them to calm down, take it easy, not int too much?
Nice flash.
Nice flash.
I told him to calm down, you're too excited. And then, yeah, nice flash.
All right. I mean, you want to have aggressive players in the end, I feel. So, and it's been working for you guys today. I know that, Reapered, you said in Madrid that there's a lot to work on for the players, but also for the coaches. So I'm actually interested in knowing, what do you guys have been working on as coaches?
Yeah, I told Zeph to every day you talk too much.
That's true, by the way.
Okay.
So I have to control my... You when I get stressed, or even in general, I like to talk. So I just to make sure that when I speak, it's relevant, right?
Zeph, tu penses quoi de cet item?
Basically what I have to work on. I have to work on
Il
saying
fait une vidéo de 4 heures sur LoL.
Okay.
So yeah.
Taking accountability. What about you?
Me personally, I just look at the games and then trying to think about what's the best for my players to deliver. Like we have a short time in between the games, right? So I'm just trying to think about what kind of the advice we can actually carry on, because it's a field list, there's a different champions between the games, so it's kind of meaningless that, oh, we play against TF like we do blah, 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 you know? So trying to find out the original reason for we are struggling, or there's some threat on us, so that we are moving on with carry on the problems we have, and also trying to deliver to like the draft what it comes to looks like, you know. Next game, this champion is prior, so that we have to think about this champion, and then these guys are playing this champion. I mean, it does Zeph's job, and also it's not just only Zeph, like our coaching steps. We talk together about the draft or champions, so that we want to make sure deliver it to the best situation for our players, right? Yeah.
Something that we've been discussing this week were kind of like the demons that every team has. And when it comes to KC, we've been talking about maybe not having a clear identity and early game. I feel like early game is fine. Everything got better. But what do you make of KC's identity right now?
Thank you for this one. I know he doesn't know what to say. No.
Yep.
Well, okay, first you have to ask what defines identity. Like, for example, if you could tell me what is the G2 identity or Koi identity, that would help me to answer the question.
Sorry?
What do you think is Koi identity or G2 identity?
Donnez pas d'infos.
That's a very good question.
Ah ouais,
Il l'a mis dans la merde.
Differently. I think a lot of things about KC is the fact that people keep on saying that people individually are really good, but then they don't always come together and click together as a team, and it doesn't always transform into something coherent. And I think it was the main criticism, that we're expecting more from you guys.
Do you think it's still the case after watching the last 3 days?
No,
or 2 days?
But is it going to be the case next week against MKOI and G2?
I think so.
Is what I'm wondering. Then what makes you sure it's going to be the case?
Because we reviewed our games and we can see the difference in how we play and how we talk with each other.
Okay.
The way we play in the game, and I think
mais ça a changé.
We leave very little holes in the game plan, right? Compared to the G2 games where there was many opportunities for.
On a dit qu'il fallait travailler et on voit les fruits.
Ça a travaillé, ouais.
On voit les fruits. C'est pas encore parfait, c'est normal.
It is the same situation you guys were in Winter. Taking down GX.
Déjà beaucoup mieux.
Next week is going to be MKOI. Then after that is going to be G2. Now, I know you guys are sure that you're going to beat them, make it to finals,
C'est
and
GX en
hopefully
face,
win
oui, oui.
again. But what
Avant
do
le
you
BO
think of
contre
the
Navi, ça dit
opposition this time
on perdait
around?
contre tout le
Did
monde.
MKOI get better? Did G2 get better? What do you make of them right
Il y a des
now?
trucs que tu fais
Well,
dépendamment
hard
de
to
l'équipe
say
en face
'cause,
ou
I'm
pas.
not a coach of the MKOI or G2, right?
From the outside.
Marche
from
pas
the
sur
outside,
Counterpick
but,
avec moi, frère.
Still, it depends on the
Merci Anot.
conditions.
On
I
verra bien
guess,
évidemment
'cause,
ce qui va se passer ce
right
week-end.
now in the final, the dates.
Yeah.
Usually there's no scrims. Like everyone is like go home right now. Everyone on vacation. So usually what happens is having a tier 2 scrims as opponents, and then you just have to
Test
keep
episode
your
scrim,
identity. You just have to keep your good habits to not losing it. You know, because sometimes if you just losing it, and then if you just play against lower tier players or just play solo queue, then you might build up some bad habits, right? So it is very hard to see how it does looks like on the next week, to be
Okay.
really fair.
Okay. Do you feel like it's hard to make adjustment from one week to another? You had time to make it last time, but also you were playing a lot of games, playing in Madrid, also like a lot of back-to-back games. You went 5 games every time. What adjustments are you looking to make?
I mean, we're going
Ready
to still
next
review
week.
this game, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be on the pressure is basically on Koi to bring something new because they have a lot of information of what we've shown, and we kind of have to guess what their priorities are in the draft. So that's going to be the kind of the gamble next week, right? But overall, you know, there's in the LEC there feels like there's a triangle with KC, Koi, and G2 where we counter each other, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we just have to overcome that triangle towards G2, and we should
All
be good.
right. Reapered, when we had a chat last time, you talked about Yike and you said that Yike is the perfect jungler. He's the Kia player of the series today. So
Mérité.
how much better did Yike get?
I mean, he does player of the series in the last series too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's still perfect jungler, and
Jungle
then
diff.
his Vi is, I believe, right now 9% win rate or something like that
Yeah,
in this season.
that changed.
So, yeah, it's my favorite Swedish jungler.
Favorite Swedish jungler? Zeph, you wanted to say something.
No, I was just laughing. I was just thinking about.
I mean, he's come a long way with the Vi memes and everything, being back this year. So yeah, amazing performance from Yike. Before we go, I wanted to ask you guys questions about your players individually because I poked you about the KC doesn't have identity and everything, and okay, that was kind of a low blow. But I want to know about players specifically. Who do you think is the most improved player
Ah, bonne question.
this year?
Bushu?
Busio, Yike. It's also usually the thing is when you have team feedback, it's often about the controllers, right? The support jungle role. So as a coach, it's very easy to feel like they are the one changing the most, right?
Okay.
But I think everyone, like just even thinking about Kana, you know, the way he talks in games, it's small steps compared to other players, but it's still very important, and he helps tremendously for the team in that way. So it depends what you value, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say Alan still, because when we first time met, he was already perfect like teammate. He's a very nice guy, and then he is very talkable, likable guy, right? And also, right now we're working on lots of pressure on the Alan right now, because all the visions, or the jungle fight, or the bottom river fight, or the like lanings and stuffs are kind of on him, but he soaked that pressure well, and also he shows the improvement to everyone, like not even just the coaching staff, like to show to the fans to how he can play better, right? So I would say Bush have really great performances nowadays,
Okay.
and yeah, very thankful.
All right. Who's the most volatile player? I think we're looking at mid lane. No?
I mean, I would say
It's
Kalist.
easy.
Kelly?
I would say Kalist.
Okay.
Simply because of the way he plays aggressive, so it's high risk, high reward. So I will go with this.
All right. Who's the most disciplined player?
Kana, non?
Non, je pense
I
pas.
would say
Kana ou Yahoo?
I mean, apart from the flash,
Yahoo
right?
pour moi.
But I would say Yahoo.
Yehu. Okay. Who's the clutch player? I think I
Kana.
can- Depends.
Ça, c'est Kana, non?
Kana
Okay.
Nar, yeah.
Bye.
Kana Nar flash is pretty good.
Okay, that's what I had. Perfect. Love it, guys. Thank you so
Kana,
much.
mais cette année,
Good journey
Caliste,
today.
les
Best of luck,
gars,
next week against MKOI.
Ah, mais il y a
Hopefully
clutch et
against
clutch
G2
des
together,
Kana
make
quand
it
il a son
frérot.
milliard.
And that's all
Ah.
for us here. G2, as we know, is waiting in the
Round.
final position. And next week, we're going to be live.
Après,
for
Caliste,
the
il joue à des
final
carrés, quoi.
weekend
Donc,
of
tu
Elite.
Bah
dois
oui, il
gagner
joue à
ton
des, mais-
2v2, tu dois
It's gonna
truc.
be on
Oui, mais c'est
Saturday,
pas
and it's
clutch,
gonna
clutch,
start
tu vois,
at
c'est-
4:30 CESD. 30
Il y a des
minutes
games,
of
il
ready
les a
check,
pris tout seul,
and then
hein.
we'll have the games at 5. Until then, have a great week. Rest well. hydrate, be nice to each other.
Je suis biaisé,
Merci,
c'est mon
Lec.
petit, mais je trouve que cette année, franchement, il est
Ah, il joue de plus en mieux
vraiment
qu'à l'Est
très
aussi,
très
tu vois.
fort. Il